Hello everyone, welcome to the Dollhouse. My name is Hannah, but here on this channel, I go by many different names. Today, you can call me Express It Megan. I would say welcome back to the channel, but my absence makes a statement like that feel insincere to me. So, before I get into today's video, I would like to say that I'm sorry for being away from the channel for so long. I would get into why I was gone, but the story is too long to share without straying too far from today's topic, which is, of course, as the title suggests, collector's envy. I have decided to call myself Express It Megan in today's video because I have a lot of things I'd like to express. I'm not sure if this phrase exists already in the doll community, but collector's envy in this particular case refers to that feeling of jealousy you get when you see other people showing off Bratz dolls that you would like to have for your personal collection. It's natural to be somewhat jealous of another doll collector, but there comes a time when envy or jealousy can quickly turn into hatred. In the Bratz community, I believe that there are some people among us who have decided that they get more joy out of seeing people fail to collect Bratz dolls than they do from collecting the dolls themselves. This is not the mindset of every collector in this community, but in my opinion, it is becoming disturbingly common to see people complaining about having their order canceled by a phenomenon commonly referred to as sabotaging a sale. I believe that collector's envy is one of the main reasons behind why another person in this community would do something like sabotage a sale. Sometimes, vengeful people in this community who wish that they found a good deal first will message the seller of a Bratz doll to tell them that they could get more money for the doll they had already sold. So the seller will sometimes cancel the sale, and this leaves the original buyer no choice but to pay way more money or to walk away from the sale entirely. I get it. There are some Bratz dolls that have become hard to find, but that doesn't mean that the difficulty to find a good deal should motivate you to ruin someone else's opportunity. I see this type of sabotage happening the most often when it comes to the sale of desirable Bratz dolls like Felicia, and it has gotten to the point where other kind-hearted people in the community will warn other people not to show off dolls they have bought until there's no way for the sale to be cancelled, because all too often, a jealous or angry person will message a seller to let them know that they are undercharging for the doll in question. I don't know what the motive is for wanting to see other people fail, but I don't care, and I don't think there is a single reason I would ever be given that could justify this type of behavior. Even if your intentions were to help a seller earn more money, that does not justify your choice to prevent someone from getting a Bratz doll for a fair price, and the good you tried to do does not outweigh the harm done to the collector you sabotaged. Don't be selfish, be patient. If you've spent more time looking for Bratz dolls and minding your business, you will be able to find the same doll for a fair price. I know I'm going on a huge tangent, but I promise it's relevant, so please stick with me for now. If you have not watched the original Powerpuff Girls TV show, this next segment is for you. In an episode of Season 2 titled Collect Her, Professor Utonium, in my opinion, has an absolutely brilliant line of dialogue when he's speaking to Lenny, who is the antagonist of this episode. Even if you have seen this episode already, I'd still like to show you a clip from this episode. Lenny is an obsessive Powerpuff Girls merchandise collector, and in an attempt to open up his eyes to his wrongdoings, Professor Utonium says the following.
Let me tell you something, Lenny. You may have all of the toys, all of the merchandise, all of the so-called collector's value. But one thing you don't have, Lenny, is true fandom. For a true fan wouldn't want to selfishly keep the girls to himself.
I know that Professor Utonium was referring to the Powerpuff Girls, but the idea is the same, and we can take the same lesson from this clip. If you're a true fan of the Bratz, or more specifically Bratz dolls, then you should want other people to share your joy of collecting instead of keeping all of the glory for yourself, because that is true fandom. If you're a Bratz doll collector, then you should know exactly how exciting growing your collection can be. Knowing this, why would you not want someone else to share this same experience? In my opinion, you should try to help people find good deals on dolls instead of selfishly trying to block other people from having access to fair prices. But some people in this community do not agree with me. If you don't want to help other people, or you don't have the time to help other people, that's fine, but the least you could do is not sabotage the sale of Bratz dolls. If you can't help solve the problem, then you should not be a part of this problem. There is simply no excuse for this type of gatekeeping within the Bratz community. Collector's envy is a very real and dangerous phenomenon because if there comes a time where the majority of Bratz doll collectors in this community begin to believe that stopping other people from being able to collect Bratz dolls is fun or acceptable, then this community could, in theory, become a very hostile environment to be in. My point is, we as collectors don't need to block other people from having Bratz dolls just so there are enough for everyone to collect, and now is not the time to be comparing ourselves to each other or treating collecting Bratz like a competition. There are many reasons to be involved in this community, but you shouldn't be involved in this community just because you enjoy gatekeeping. Collecting dolls in itself is already a highly stigmatized hobby that some people feel the need to keep to themselves out of fear of being judged or criticized. So, as collectors, we owe it to ourselves to make this community a positive, safe space to express our love of Bratz dolls without the fear of retribution from other collectors. Please remember that everything said in this video is just my opinion, and I do not speak on behalf of the entire Bratz community. With that being said, this concludes today's rant. I hope, of course, that this video provided some sort of value to you, because I realize that your time is valuable. Until my next video, I hope you are doing well, and don't forget to stay awesome. Bye for now.